is up, and welcome to the Life Unlimited channel, where we are going to continue with our top 10 reasons why you can't stay consistent. And this is number 9, so we're almost done. So number 9 is you're being reactive instead of proactive. I've talked about this before, but most of us go through life reacting to everything instead of being proactively engaged in what we're doing, okay? We do things because it's expected of us externally. We get up when the alarm goes off because we have to go to work, or we have to get the kids ready for school, or we have to, insert the thing. We don't take care of ourselves until someone tells us, like we go to the doctor and he says, hey, you're pre-diabetic, you probably should start taking care of yourself. Or if you don't start taking care of yourself, you won't be able to get pregnant. Or you have heart disease, you should probably start taking care of yourself, okay? Or on the lower end of drama, you go into the closet and your clothes suddenly don't fit, okay? You can't walk up the stairs as well. It's hard for you to keep up with your kids as well as it was a few years ago, right? At that point, that's when you start. That's when you react to what's happening instead of being proactive from the get-go, right? And at that point, honestly, sometimes it's hard. It's so much harder to start then. It's not impossible, but it's definitely more difficult than someone who was proactive from the beginning and started taking care of themselves ahead of time, right? If you gain 60 pounds and then lose it, and then have to lose it before you can consider yourself healthy and do the things that you want to do, that's a lot harder than someone who just kept the weight off the whole time, right? Obviously, when it comes to, like us, women, we have certain circumstances that happen to us in our lives that, most of the time we choose to have babies, and like in those situations, you're automatically going to gain weight. And it's expected. It's encouraged, all that stuff. But is someone who works out the whole pregnancy and only gains 25, 30 pounds and then loses it, within 6 to 18 months, are they better off than someone who has 6 babies back to back to back to back to back, never take care of themselves in the middle because they, they're not done having kids, and then tries to be reactive to the fact that they're done having kids and lose the weight then? Like, it's pretty obvious when I say it that way, right? But a lot of times we dig ourselves into this hole that it's so much harder to dig ourselves out. And if we just would stay consistent from the beginning and be proactive about our health, then we would never get into the position where we would have to, our lives were on the line, literally, right? Or, maybe you walk in your closet and you have to go up a size, but it's not going to be anything so dramatic and devastating. It's just going to be like, when you have a baby, you go up a size. It's not a big deal because you had a baby, right? But then usually if you're proactive about it, you bounce right back within, 1 to 2 years. And so that would be my challenge to you, is if you are struggling to stay consistent, there's a high likelihood that you have gotten yourself to this point where it's just really hard to start. It's not impossible, right? And I've kind of talked about all those other 8 reasons are reasons why maybe you're having a hard time. But if you are, if you are a mom, if you are a parent, you can start with your kids now so that they can be proactive now. They can be active. They can be playing sports. They can be getting outside, playing on the playground, dancing, whatever they want to do, so that they don't fall into the same trap that you did, where, maybe you didn't take the time and then suddenly 10 years later you're like, oh my gosh, I'm pre-diabetic, right? But be proactive about your health and you won't run into the problems.